हेलो गाइस, तो स्वागत है आप सभी का मेरे इस न्यू स्ट्रीम में। आज हम बात करने वाले सिर्फ कन्फेशंस के बारे में, क्योंकि कल काफ़ी ज़्यादा दिक्कत आई थी मुझे बात करते वक्त, और इसके वजह से मैंने इस बार सिचुएशन पूरी चेंज कर दी। और इस बार हम सिर्फ बात करेंगे कन्फेशन के लिए, कन्फेशंस मोस्टली। तो शुरू करते हैं। सो फर्स्ट कन्फेशन was here. So ये कन्फेशन काफ़ी वियर्ड है, बट we will discuss it. So this confession is about someone's dad, एंड वो एक कुछ सीक्रेट है जो कि वो शेयर नहीं कर सकता और उसके बारे में सोचना बंद नहीं कर सकता. सो आई विल रीड इट. दिस इज़ अ रियल स्टोरी. आई जस्ट डोंट नो हाउ इट एंड्स yet, and I have no idea what I am supposed to do with it. I am 25. My dad is 60. He is always on his table, completely locked in, like the rest of the world doesn't exist. Second someone gets close, he kills the screen. At first, I didn't care. Then it started to mess with my head. What the fuck he's hiding? One night, I stepped outside and looked to the window, and that's when I saw it. He wasn't just watching, he was gone, fully absorbed. Gay intimacy. After that, I couldn't unsee it. Every night become the same ritual. Bathroom, tablet, AirPods, door closed, time stretched, and I did imagine exactly what he was doing in there. For the record, my dad has no idea I am gay, and knowing the way he carries himself, the way he talks, the image he projects, I never would have guessed he was into that at all. Then one day I found a box of Viagra in his bag, and something in me snapped. I don't know if he needed it for his nighty ritual, or if he was actually into it in a way I couldn't see. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Not just the porn, not just secrecy, but the idea that he was hiding something so intense, and I was the one or who knew. So I don't know to tell him that I can satisfy his need at home in the warmth. Damn. तो यहाँ पे पिताश्री जो है, जो कि 60 इयर्स के है और उसका बेटा है 25 इयर्स का, पिताजी को एक गंदी आदत लग चुकी थी छुपाने की, बट बिकॉज ऑफ हिज ओन सन, वो छुपाने की आदत में वो क्या छुपा रहा था वो पता चल गया उसके बेटे को। और उस सिचुएशन में उस बेटे को ये पता चला कि वो मर्दानी चीज़ों को, मतलब ये मर्दानी चीज़ें नहीं है, बट ही इज़ वॉचिंग समथिंग रिलेटेड टू गे। सो और इतना सब करते करते इवन यू नो जो लोग मोबाइल लेके बैठते हैं वॉशरूम में, बाथरूम में, उनका टाइम कुछ ज़्यादा ही चला जाता है उस चीज़ में। क्यों चला जाता है? क्योंकि वो कुछ और कंज्यूम कर रहे होते हैं अंदर बैठ के। सो हिज डैड इज़ ऑल्सो डूइंग द सेम थिंग। एंड दूसरी बात तो ये शॉकिंग निकली कि उसका बेटा भी गे ही है। तो और सबसे वर्स्ट जो कि नीचे वाली बात है, इसमें उसने ये बताया कि he can also satisfy his needs at home in warmth. Damn, मतलब ये स्टोरी काइंड ऑफ फेक लग रही है मेरे को, बट दिस इज वेरी हार्ड टू प्रोसेस इन माई ब्रेन ऑल्सो। काफ़ी क्रिटिकल कन्फेशन था। सो आपको क्या लगता है गाइस, इस सिचुएशन में इस बंदे ने क्या करना चाहिए? काफ़ी क्रिटिकल चीज़ें बताई है इन्होंने या घर वालों के बारे में। सो आई विल मूव टू द नेक्स्ट कन्फेशन। द नेक्स्ट कन्फेशन इज यार ये थोड़ा NSFW है, तो जो लोग 18 के नीचे, तो वो तो मत ही देखो प्रेम मेरी। सो द person's wife admitted that he have a small dick, small sticks, and I am happy she was honest. सो ये इसका टाइटल कुछ इस तरीके से, जिसमें उसकी वाइफ ने एडमिट किया कि उसका छोटा है और वो पति खुश है, तो और वो इस चीज़ से हैप्पी कि वो ऑनेस्ट है। सो आई विल रीड द पोस्ट। I have always been a bit insecure about my size. I am capable of honesty about my body and knew it's on the smaller side of average when hard, but what makes me most uncomfortable is just how small I look when soft. When we went to the nude beach today, and I swear almost every bloke around was hung. The difference made me feel like I had the body of child. I mentioned as much to the wife when we got home, and I quote, "So what do I love? What do I love? Your small cock besides, and you eat dash than anyone." In our 14 years of marriage, if I ever mention my insecurity, she lies, which just made me feel worse. But hearing her be honest made me feel more connected with her, more trust. So I have got a small but I have a beautiful wife, so that's good. तो बंदे ने गलती से न्यूड बीच को एक्सप्लोर करके अपने आप को ही एक्सप्लोर कर दिया है। ये चीज़ उसके बीवी को भी पता है कि नहीं ये इतना बड़ा, तो काफ़ी जो कि एक एक्चुअल रियलिटी है। और वो रियलिटी में उसने ऑनेस्टी मेंटेन की उसकी वाइफ ने कि हाँ जो भी उसका हस्बैंड है कि तेरा छोटा है XYZ, जो कि काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है कौन से भी रिलेशनशिप को दौड़ाने के लिए। तो वी विल मूव टू third confession. Sorry. So the third confession is all about mental strength, related to mental strength. So let me just read it out. So she want to just give up. So she is 24 years old female, just recently picked up my whole life and small amount of savings to move across the country. My mental health has been kicking my butt this winter, and I am working 2 jobs to be able to provide myself support. I have been so excited for February because my income bills finally line up where I can start to save. Not a lot, but a start. I crashed the other day sliding on ice. I wasn't speeding or anything of the sort, just lost control, and I am waiting to hear the estimate now on what the cost will be to repair. Whatever it is, I cannot afford it. Neither can any of my family members. I don't have much support when I live now, and I just want to give up. This car was everything to me, paid off and drawn across the country. Ubers and two from both jobs are going to cost me more than I can afford, and I just wish I had someone in my life to help. I am already working so hard. This feels like such a huge slap on my face. I just need help, and there is nobody who can. So this woman is in her early 30s. Sorry, she's 24 years old woman, और उसका प्रॉब्लम ये है कि उसकी गाड़ी क्रैश हो गई विंटर सीजन में। तो हियर इज द सिचुएशन, वो एक्चुअली दो ड्यूटीज़ कर रही है, सो ही कैन मैनेज हिज ओन फाइनेंस, जो कि अच्छे पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है। बट यहाँ पे विंटर सीज़न की वजह से जो कि उसकी कार क्रैश हुई उसकी वजह से वो काफ़ी पिस्ड ऑफ हो चुकी है, चिढ़ चुकी है उसके क्योंकि उसके मेंटल हेल्थ पे भी लोड आ रहा है और काफ़ी चीज़ों पे लोड आ रहा है। इवन दो ड्यूटीज इज़ वेरी हार्ड फॉर्म nowadays because people are not giving good wages, and that creates a lot of financial issues to the labor, and I believe कि ये चीज़ जल्दी चेंज हो जाए। तो वुमन जो भी है ये उसको सपोर्ट करने वाला कोई नहीं है, इवन एक घर वाले भी इस चीज़ को अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा लोड है इस पे। आई वुड सजेस्ट कि देखो ऐसे सिचुएशन में तो गिव अप होने के चांसेस ज़्यादा ही होते हैं मोस्ट प्रोबेबली, क्योंकि अगर आपके सीधे कंधों पे अगर लोड बहुत सारा है तो ये चीज़ आगे जाके आपको भी बहुत परेशान करेगी कि सब मैं ही झेल रहा हूँ, मेरे साथ और कोई है ही नहीं। काइंड ऑफ दिस इज वेरी ऑकवर्ड, मतलब इन द सेंस कि ही शी इज इन डिप्रेशन, शी नीड्स टू फाइट इट आउट, अदरवाइज बिल तो उसको डेप्थ में डालने ही वाले, बाकी की चीज़ भी उसको डेप्थ में डालनी। दैट इज द ओपिनियन अबाउट दिस कन्फेशन, I just read it. So I will move towards the next confession. So यहाँ पे एक आदमी बोल रहा है कि I don't think anyone actually likes me, which अभी यहाँ पे मैं इसकी पोस्ट पढ़ता हूँ, which I guess is good because I'm a fucking awful person. That's all. I don't need comments or message. Just wanted to say this. So यहाँ पे यार ये तो पहले से ही मुड़ा हुआ है, मतलब he is not ढीठ बंदा है बोल सकते हैं, फर्क नहीं पड़ता इसको, बट ये माइंडसेट हर जगह नहीं चलेगा उसका। खाना बात उसे सॉफ्ट होना ही पड़ेगा, खाना बात उसको लोगों की नीड पड़ेगी, और ये नीड कभी ख़त्म नहीं होने वाली। I will move to the next Reddit post. So here is the one. काफ़ी बड़े बड़े पोस्ट्स है गाइस, यहाँ पे काफ़ी बड़े बड़े कन्फेशंस है। So this one is good. This situation will relate to everyone. So यहाँ पे leaving my boyfriend was one of the best decision of my life. ऐसे एक फीमेल बोल रही है, तो let me decode it and give you my opinion. So okay, I started a relationship with him in high school. I was in a vulnerable period because I was living alone with my father, who was deeply depressed and drank alcohol. My father was extremely contemptuous, violent, etc. He is still, but old age has made him wiser. My boyfriend has fallen in love with me, and I agreed to take the time to get to know him. I remember asking people on the internet whether I should continue the relationship. I concluded that a little love won't hurt me. It was good for me for a while. I met his family. I didn't really click because I felt they were very focused on status and money. They liked me because I was pursuing the right studies. Anyway, recently, after months of feeling miserable and unloved, 3.5 years of relationship in total, including 1 year of unhappiness and frustration, I felt misunderstood, etc. I didn't love him. I decided to break up with him. He agreed. I had already tried to leave him in the past, but he refuses every time. So I got back together with him out of fear of missing out on something. I left his family's WhatsApp group without saying anything, which is the bit disrespectful. Gives the welcome, even the welcome they gave me, but they never really did anything for me. They welcomed me for their son's sake, their brother's sake, etc. I feel uncomfortable because I come from less privileged background, least outwardly. I don't live to please other or to show that I am doing what's expected. I don't know if I am being clear. I didn't need to explain the feeling further. It's been 3 days since I have been single and I feel alive. It's a pleasure not to have to adopt him and his family anymore. I'm rediscovering sensations I had lost after trying so hard to change myself. I'm realizing how much a relationship can feel good while still not being good for you. Love is, after all, just hormones. If you don't feel the necessary understanding, the mutual desire to move forward together, to integrate each other's life experience, etc., it will never work. Listen to your instincts from the very beginning. With him, I told myself it would be temporary. I never loved him. I lost so much emotionally. Uh, in some way, it's my fault. I fell into the wolf's mouth because I was vulnerable and needed love. I feel humiliated after 3 years of emotional emptiness during which I lost friendships and lost myself. यार इतना बड़ा कन्फेशन है ये, काफ़ी कंफ्यूजिंग कन्फेशन है. बंदी पहले बोल रही है कि आई वॉज वेरी हैप्पी टू लिव द पर्सन. ओके, देन सडनली उसने बोला कि मैं हैप्पी तो हूँ बट आई एम नॉट वेरी मच, मतलब एम्प्टीनेस बहुत है उसके पास बिकॉज ऑफ. हाँ ओके, उसने ये भी बोला था ना कि ही इज़ नॉट having the good relationship with father because of being a contemptuous person. And I guess in this situation she has done the right thing, because if her family is not treating her very well, तो ये सिचुएशन में अगर वो छोड़ के जा रही है उसे तो जाना ही चाहिए. बट इस चीज़ को इसने अच्छे तरीके से छोड़ना चाहिए था, क्योंकि अगर उसको अभी भी एम्प्टीनेस फील हो रही है और ऐसी चीज़ें फील हो रही है जिससे उसकी लोनलीनेस काफ़ी ज़्यादा ट्रिगर हो, तो ये सिचुएशन में इज़ नॉट एट अ गुड पेस. आई वुड सजेस्ट कि डू सम थेरेपी. I will move towards the next post. So यहाँ पे काफ़ी सारे सिचुएशंस आ रहे हैं रिलेटेड टू relationships and other things. Even कल वाला भी काफ़ी creepy था, especially about the baby that he was talking that वो बेबी को ले जाए, otherwise क्योंकि उसको उस बातों से चिढ़ थी कि उसका बेबी रो क्यों रहा है XYZ. तो या मतलब तो उस बात की फ्रस्ट्रेशन थी कि वो रो रही है या फिर वो एक गलत पैटर्न क्रिएट कर रहा है. Anyways, so we will move forward. Okay, we will rate this one. Uh, okay, so यहाँ पे एक सिचुएशनशिप का केस है. Why I'm saying case? I'm not police here. I'm just an opinion man. Don't know will it work for them or not, but see this. I still care for him. I was in a situationship with the guy. So, and I always respect that he doesn't want a relationship, but he like me a lot. ये कैसा रिलेशन है भाई? क्रश बस थी क्या? We were each other's rock. I don't know, sounds stupid and I am an idiot for it. I would go to parks with him, picnics, I'd make him keychain. It was really sweet. I always used to remind him and updating his document, filing college forms and what now. He was also an addict, but since we became friends, he stopped using and he was sober for 7 months. I always used to tell him I don't like it when he uses, and I am not a party person. But now he ghosted me slowly. He made another girlfriend. They go to clubs and parties together at the night, and he uses again. The girl is very pretty and skinny, and she goes all out when dating guys. Late night drives and house parties, all the things I have incapable of doing. That girl is opposite of me, and the interesting part, he never wanted to date her, but still said yes to her. And I was worried because I know how damaging it was for him. He uses substances and he doing it again. It feels like he couldn't do it because of me, but he always wanted to relapse. This is just a small confession to let out on here. I was going through a lot, ruining my examinations. His new girlfriend insulted me on the text using his account, and he did nothing. Anyways, I thought I am doing better, but I am sometimes worried, and I don't know. Maybe I am just being pathetic. So in this situation, बहना मेरी सुनना, यहाँ पे easily वो बोल रहा है कि कैसी भी हालत में मेरे से दूर रहे. ओके, अगर उसको सच में चाहिए थी तो वो कब का उसने हाँ बोला रहता तुझे, और ये सारे सब्सटेंस यूजिंग छोड़ दिए होते. अगर उसका सच में इतने मन तक का कंट्रोल है और एक टाइम उसने सब्सटेंस को सूंघा होगा, क्या हुआ होगा उसका? मतलब वो तो खुशी से पागल हो गया होगा कि भाई ये क्या सूंघ लिया मैंने फिर से, क्यों सूंघा लिया फिर से. और अगर वो उसकी गर्लफ्रेंड के साथ है और वो तुझे भाव नहीं दे रही है तो गारंटीड वो खतरे में है. और दूसरी गारंटी ये है कि अगर वो तेरे को एक्चुअल फ्रेंड मानता है तो एक्चुअली ही शुड डिफेंड यू Otherwise, if he is not defending you, guaranteed he is not a friend of you. He's just wanted to use you. uh, if you have any physical intimacy in the sense. Otherwise, everything is fine. You have done a good job. You should leave him and also focus on your studies. And that's all from my side. So there are a lot of posts, guys. तो काफ़ी पोस्ट है गाइस. लेट मी सॉर्ट इट आउट फॉर यू बिकॉज हर एक पोस्ट अच्छा नहीं है यहाँ पे. कुछ कुछ पोस्ट इतने वाहियात है कि सुन के ही पागल हो जाओगे आप. ये भी अभी भी मैं जो पढ़ रहा हूँ इतने कुछ खास नहीं. कल वाले काफ़ी डेंजर थे. कल वाले पोस्ट में काफ़ी जान थी. आपने सुना होता तो. भाई ये वाला देखो. ये वाला बहुत क्रिटिकल है. KNSFW है. सो आई विल रीड इट. ओ माय गॉड, दिस इज ये काफ़ी बड़ा है गाइस. तो देखते हैं मैं कितना रीड कर सकता हूँ. आई वुड सजेस्ट आई विल नॉट रीड इट. ओके, ये वाला देखो. ये वाला काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग. मतलब काइंड ऑफ मतलब ये अच्छा नहीं है बट आप ज़रूर चेक करना. सो आई एम 21 मेल फाइनली बैंग माई मॉम्स बेस्ट फ्रेंड 50. Oh, I am 21 and my mom is basically the final boss of the charity work. Her BFF Linda is 50 and she is the sweetest, most humble human I have ever met. She is the soft, kind, and genuinely pure. No plot chasing, just IRL lo-fi woman. She has this way of making everyone feel seen, and her aura is just incredibly peaceful. Lately, lately we have been locked in on the grind of our own NGO, doing the most of the community. We have been running a judgment-free free stores for family, preparing hundreds of warm meals for the shelter during the cold snap, and we have organized a massive back to school drive so every kid had a fresh start. We also spent a whole weekend planting a community garden and set up a pantry for the seniors who can't get out to shop. It's real deal social service and it honestly feels amazing. Last week we were at the warehouse till late sorting donation. It was just too yapping while I did the heavy lift. The feel good energy was peak. I have done a lot of work, but doing it with her hits differently because she's so genuine about it. At one point, she looked at me and said, "You have such a good heart." It wasn't even weird. just a moment of real connection. She is 15, I am 21, but oh, ये सुन के कान फट गए मेरे. But we were both just good humans trying to make the world suck less. She's this calm energy that makes me want to be a better person. No cap. I drove home feeling like I was on cloud. It is rare to find someone that real in the world. That's usually so fake. I am 21 and honestly I was trying to so hard stay on the pure grind. I went about 2 weeks without touching myself, just gym, social, work, and trying to stay disciplined. But being 21 is naturally high drive is literal torture chamber sometimes. The pressure in my head was building so much that I felt like I was actually going to explode. Finally, I cracked. I sat down at 2 a.m., opened my laptop, and went straight to my favorite site. Oh, I masturbated it. I didn't even look at recommendation stuff. I knew exactly what I was looking for. I typed BDSM. I felt that night and it felt like a massive relief in the moment. But then I didn't did it again the next day and next day. Now I am stuck in the loop, just trying to drain the physical tension, but it feels like I can't get rid of it. No matter what I was on the screen, my head is somewhere else entirely. The drive is just too high to handle right now. Then it happened. I was scrolling to some random video and this woman appeared who had the exact same vibe as Linda. He had those same kind of humble eyes and tall frame. My brain was literally glitch. I wasn't even watching the video anymore. I was back to the NGO office watching Linda's reach for the stack of donation cupboards. The the thought of her, his soft good lady who spends her life like happily helping people, been absolutely wrecked about my guy by a guy my age made me go feral. I gripped the edge of my desk. My breath coming in jackraps, and I let go. It was literal lorry load of crabs just rope off it while I shook and whispered her name in the dark. After that, it wasn't just a crush, it was total 100% obsession. Baapre. I couldn't even function around her normally. Even at time, every time I saw her at the workplace, I was scanning her like, damn. I have spent hundreds of hours yapping with her, but now every word was a test. Linda is tall and she got these long, thick build legs that looks like they could hold a man down forever. And oh my god, this man has भाई पूरा एनालाइज किया हुआ है इसने. She tried to hide them under the flowy charity shirt, but when she leans to the oh shit, to label a box of school supply, I see the sheer weight of them, heavy, soft, and natural. I started obsessing over the inch of her. I noticed the way her shirt would sometimes pull up and she reached for a high shelves, leaving her midriff. She has this perfect, deep, round navel. Oh no, that looks like a soft against her tan skin and her dash. It's a thick built dream shaped like a heart and soft, so soft I could practically feel in my hand while looking. Oh, we they'd be standing there, sort through clothes, to homeless, and we did this feel good conversation that were killing me. I was yapping non-stop just to hear her voice. Me, Linda, you have been so fit on your feet for 6 hours. Sit down. I have finished the inventory. Linda, you are always so thoughtful. I don't know what I did do without you. I just like making sure you are taken care of. Your mother really raised a gentleman. You have such a बाप रे कितना भोला समझ रही है ये, इतना भोला समझ रही है वो औरत, उसे पता ही नहीं है कि अंदर क्या छुपा है इसके. And okay, let me read it out properly. So you are going to make an old lady blush. You are not old, Linda. You are just getting better. Is that a compliment? I will take it. You should. You are the most beautiful woman in the building. Well, I am the only woman in this building right now. Exactly, I'm not complaining. Should we finish this food? It's and shelter needs them by 5. Don't worry about the time. I am fast. I have noticed. You have so much energy. It is easy to work hard when I am working with you. You always know exactly what to say, don't you? I am just being real with you, Linda. It's refreshing. Most boys, you are so different. Me, I am not most boys, Linda. I think you are starting to see that, Linda. I think I am. You are very mature. Me, mature enough to know what I want, Linda. And what is that you want? Me, just to see you happy and maybe some coffee. Linda, I can definitely help with the coffee. Me, black, no sugar, like my soul. Oh shit. Right, Linda, your soul isn't black, it's gold. Me, if you say it so, you see the best in everyone. Linda, it's a gift and a curse. I will try not to let it be a curse for you. Me, sorry, me wala tha abhi Linda. I appreciate that. Can you lift that crate me for you? I did lift the whole building. Oof. Linda, my hero. Me, don't call me that. I might start believing it. Linda, you should. You are doing amazing work. Me, we are a good team, Linda. Linda, the best. Your mother is going to be so impressed. Me, let's keep this out. It is our little secret for now. The progress we made. Linda, our secret. I like the sound of that. Me, it has a nice ring. भाई कितना लिखा है भाई? Linda, it does. You are very charming today. Me, it is humidity. Make me honest. Linda, honest is good. I like honest. Me, good to know because I have got a lot of honesty left. Linda, I'm sure you do. Let's get back to the school supplies. Me, you lead the way. I am right behind you. Linda, I know you are. I can feel you watching me. Oh, wow. Me, I just making sure you don't trip. Linda, is that all? Me, for now. She laughed it off, thinking I was just being sweet kid, but I was looking at the way her 44 swayed and she laughed. I was mapping out her body. I know she wasn't that type, but the more she acted like a saint, the more I wanted to see her lose her mind. I wanted to take that humble, soft lady and turn her into a screaming, oh, mess. The obsession was practically now. I was just waiting for the one moment where the good human vibes would finally snap. I will, and and using my intelligence for preparing a perfect plan to bang my eye. Uh, there was no map. There was just the fact that every time Linda walked past me, I did hold my breath extremely horny, and the drive is constant. It is like background noise that never stops. I did be at the gym doing whatever, and I did catch myself thinking about her jackfruit size dash. Apre. She's exactly my height. I did imagine just turning her around and seeing if her hips, sorry, actually fits in my hand. Okay, काफी बिगड़ल बच्चा है भाई ये. My planning was just me being a creep in my own head. I did tell myself tomorrow. Just I don't like her friend's kid. ऐसा ही वो बोलेगी लिंडा. मैं इसमें काफ़ी प्लान किए हुए हैं इन्होंने इसने. मैं आई विल स्किप दैट प्लान एंड आई विल मूव इन टुवर्ड्स द एंड. मोस्टली आई वुड सजेस्ट. भाई ये कितना बड़ा है यार, इतना बड़ा कोई भी नहीं पढ़ेगा भाई साहब. रहने दो ये, मैं नहीं पढ़ रहा भाई. काफ़ी बड़ा कन्फेशन है ये. ये कैसे कन्फेशंस है? ये ऐसे होते हैं क्या कन्फेशंस? अब तक तो मेरे को पता चला बस कि भाई प्रिंसिपल को बाथरूम में लॉक कर दिया या फिर प्रिंसिपल को पीट दिया. ये होते कन्फेशंस भाई. ये कैसे कन्फेशंस है? अब ये वाला भी काफ़ी क्रीपी है गाइस. ये वाला भी कन्फेशंस सुनो. सो इसका हेडिंग ऐसा है कि शी इज़ अ फीमेल and she fantasizes something taboo. Mostly taboo things she fantasizes. So I will read the post. Some of my fantasies I would never admit, but to me they are so hot. I read a lot of Nancy Friday books, and honestly, it starts then. Something deep inside me stirs when she interviewed a woman about their experience and fantasies. It caused me to want to read more and more. If you never have read her books, they are riveting and you can't put them down. It makes you think about things you would never consider, but it's so hot. I am so many times reading about women and their freak, forbidden taboos, fantasies, and now I know I am not alone. I wonder if other women have had thoughts where it surprises themselves and explore it more in thoughts, or even explore it in experience. Anything is on the table in your mind. That's what's so great about it. Your honest fantasy, but you never told anyone. I have always been very sexual and started very young with me. Anyone, if you और वो नो 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 नो। तो एक्चुअली ये बुला रही है उसकी फैंटेसीज कंप्लीट करने के लिए, इसलिए मैंने ज़्यादा रीड नहीं किया नीचे तक, अदरवाइज। So guys, I am going to take a break little bit for now, and I will see you after 1 minute. So we are back in the business of exploring the confessions of the people around the world who just confessed about the things they didn't want to confess mostly. तो और बहुत सारे confessions है guys, mostly about their exploring thoughts about some fantasies, and let me go through other confessions, and I will this time read good stuff. Okay, so this one is also very relatable if anyone is married, and okay, I know that it can create a good insecurities, but I would suggest that here I am giving an opinion, and everything is fine currently, so don't be worried. So let me read this post out loud. So he is married, friend, flirting. My long term online friend, who is married a year ago, expressed his interest in kissing me out of nowhere. He knows I am also married. I am not really interested in this kind of stuff. But that thought of some other man expressing his lust is turning me on sometimes. Baapre. So here is another advancement. Instead of the friend of mine, I have met another guy online very recently. He's very soft spoken, well mannered guy. He's interested in making out with me, and also open to MMF. My hobbies seems bookish with he. We had very interesting intense session talking this guy name while having see should we uh, ahead or let things slow down. So फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अगर ये उस बंदी के हस्बैंड को भी पता है तो फिर तो इसकी तो बैंड ही बजी होगी. ओके। और ये जो बंदा है जो कि ऑनलाइन है, इसने बस इतना ही बताया होगा उसने कि भाई मेरे को थोड़ा सा बस मतलब थोड़े सा अपनी फीलिंग्स एक्सप्रेस की होगी। इसने इस फीलिंग को कौन से तो ऐसे रैंडम बंदे के साथ शेयर किया जो कि इवन इसका हस्बैंड भी इंटरेस्टेड है। वेरी ओकिश, मतलब यही है ना कि लाइक हस्बैंड भी रेडी है सारी चीज़ों के लिए। और या दे ऑल्सो हैव एन इंटीमेसी सेशंस। और बोल रही है कि काफ़ी फास्ट हो रहा है या स्लो। आई वुड सजेस्ट कि काफ़ी फास्ट हो रहा है और एकदम वियर्ड हो रहा है, क्योंकि वन मैन एंड वन वुमन इज अ परफेक्ट जोड़ी फॉर एनी पर्सन। ये बीच में तीसरे और चौथे को ला के जो एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हैं, ये काफ़ी ख़राब चीज़ है। और ये आई डोंट थिंक सो कि आगे वर्क करेगी ज़्यादा। मज़े के लिए कर रहे तो बात अलग पड़ती है। एनीवेज, तो अभी मैं और एक NSFW पढ़ूंगा। तो यहाँ पे एक पोस्ट है, आई एम अ वुमन एंड आई वॉन्ट टू बी ओन्ड लाइक प्रॉपर्टी। ऐसा इस पोस्ट में हेडिंग है। चलो पढ़ते हैं इसे आगे क्या है। 27 female here. I feel at times there is something wrong with me. Usually the women around me are concerned about these things I desire, so I feel ashamed to even mention it. My BF 25 male knows the bare minimum. I want to disclose that I am well aware that I do hold value as a woman. My voice matters. Yes, everyone voice matters. Even the gender is different, but voice matters because we are not here for any discrimination. So let's continue with post. As well as having the freedom of choice, neediness to stay, that doesn't negate the desire that I have. I feel shameful to express it so explicitly, but at the same time I do need to confess it somewhere. I wish I could be a housewife or also exist for my husband every day. Okay. In fact, it gets me off at the idea of him using me wherever, never asking me, and even more so if he is not only view me as his wife but also as his pet and property, like I belong to him in a possessive sense. In my sole existence is to give him. I feel ashamed to express it explicitly. What the I want to disclose that I am very aware that I do hold values. भाई ये पोस्ट ही नहीं समझे मेरे को अच्छे से। ये पोस्ट काफ़ी अनक्रिएटिव है, मतलब ये पोस्ट काफ़ी अलग चीज़ क्रिएट कर रही है माइंड में कि भाई कन्फ्यूजन कहाँ है, वुमन को पसंद है या नहीं पसंद, पॉजेसिवनेस जो उसे चाहिए। काफ़ी कंफ्यूज कर रही है गाइस। So let me go with the other post. ये भी काफ़ी वियर्ड है, काफ़ी वियर्ड कन्फेशंस आ रहे गाइस यहाँ पे आजकल। लगे तो आई विल just move to the other confessions. So this confession is different. I can't stop thinking about how my dad skipped my wedding. भाई साहब, पाप ने skip कर दिया wedding को. So I just need to get this off my chest. I am 25, married, and 6 months pregnant with my first child, a little girl. I met my husband 5 years ago when he was started his job at the company my dad works for. At the end, he was 36 and I was 20. Okay, काफी gap था. He already had 2-year-old sons from previous relationship, and over the year we built a life together. We got married last July. Recently my husband got promoted and become daddy's boss. Because of this, my dad chose not to attend my wedding. इसका संबंध क्या है मेरे को भी नहीं समझा है. Later he admitted that he couldn't bring himself to give me away to this boss. My mom ended up walking me down as stayed, and I was very grateful to her about devastated. पूरी post नहीं है क्या ये? Now I'm pregnant. I'm scared of my daughter might never have a relationship with her grandfather. I was still torn between protecting my emotional energy and trying to keep the door open for him. And okay, I don't know what to do. My mom thinks I should keep trying for a baby, but I am so hurt that it's hard to imagine moving past it. I just need to say it somewhere because it still hurts me every day. भाई गैप भी बहुत था इसमें. प्रमोशन हुआ वो भी ठीक ही है काफ़ी, बट यार मोस्टली क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि मतलब मैच तो हो रहा है, सब कुछ तो ठीक है, फिर इस चीज़ के बारे में इसको खौफ है एक्चुअल में. बट ये रिलेट नहीं करता कुछ प्रमोशन से और वो आदमी से, अगर दोनों के बीच में रिलेशनशिप अच्छा होगा तो. बट शी इज स्केर्ड ऑफ दैट. She didn't want the relationship between her daughter and grandfather. यार वैसे भी तो होने ही वाला है कि भाई हम पापा जी हमारे यहाँ काम करते थे, नॉर्मली हो. तो यहाँ पे और एक पोस्ट है. ओके, तो ये वाली पोस्ट काफ़ी बड़ी है, बट ओके आई विल नॉट रीड इट. विल मूव टू नेक्स्ट पोस्ट. यार कितने सारे पोस्ट थे यहाँ पे. जो भी इस चैनल पे न्यू है, लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो मेरे चैनल को और बहुत सारा प्यार दो। तो यहाँ पे एक पोस्ट है जिसमें उसकी मॉम ने उसे लाइक किया अबाउट एंटायर लाइफ अबाउट दैट अबाउट हिज डैड दैट आई कांट इवन लुक और टॉक अबाउट हर। Okay, so let me read it out loud. You can understand it. So, my entire life, I was just with mom. Dad was never in my life. My entire life was, I was told by my mom to and her whole family that dad was the greatest piece of shit who ran away after mom got pregnant with me. My entire life, she and her family would take shit about him the entire time. They made him like an absolute worst person, and I believe them because he was never in my life. But few months ago, I got really curious. I've been curious about my dad for a few years now. I've been, but honestly, after I saw TikTok about someone in my situation, I got really curious and got his identity from mom, and it was really easy finding him on Facebook. He looked like an older version of me. It was very weird. He is a lawyer. He married with the four kids of who are all younger than me. It took me a few days, but I messaged him along. I introduced myself and told him who my mom is, and that I was his son. Half of hour later, he responded. He was actually so excited. He asked to FaceTime me, and I actually started to cry when he saw me, and he was so red faced. I asked him he knew about me, and he said she told him she miscarried me. They were together when they got pregnant with me, and they had many issues together, but he wanted to stay because of me. He said she was toxic and her family too. He kept crying and apologizing for my not being in my life, and he kept repeating that he thought I didn't make it. He even said how much I look at him at my age, and he asked to me in my person, and did hugged I did he hugged me so tight I almost choked. He's obsessed with me now, and I am with him. He introduced me to his family and friends. He likes to introduce me as his boy. He ever paid off all my student loan without me asking to. He just asked if I had any, and he paid them all off. He said he's saving for all of his kids, so that it's only fair he did not do it for me. I love him so fucking much already, and I hate that I miss out on him my entire life. He even took me last minute on his family's holiday vacation back on Christmas. He talks to me every day. Now, even though he's a lawyer and he's busy as fuck, he keeps me making time for me every day. And now, ever since I met him, I've been avoiding my mom. I honestly hate her of depriving me of him my entire life and lying about him my entire life. We have honestly had many issues recently, and this was just the last straw for me. She kept you calling and trying to talk to me, but I don't answer her. I don't want to talk to her anymore. She robbed me and my entire lifetime of my dad. So भाई, end of the story is that कि भाई अगर कौन से भी बंदी के पास टॉक्सिक लड़की है बंदे के पास, और अगर वो टॉक्सिक है तो आपको उसे छोड़ना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज वो आपके लाइफ को टॉक्सिक कर देंगे। मोस्टली वो ऐसे पीपल होते हैं उनका एक्सपेक्टेशन रेट ज़्यादा होता है, जिसकी वजह से वो लोग के ऊपर काफ़ी ऐसे एक्सपेक्टेशंस बिल्ड कर चुके होते हैं। और ऐसे सिचुएशन में आई वुड बी माई ओपिनियन दैट कि जल्द से जल्दी उस फैमिली से दूर हो, क्योंकि भले ही वो फैमिली से आप दूर हो, जैसे इस बच्चे का हुआ, आगे लाइफ में इसको लोग कि भाई तेरे मॉम डैड का क्या इशू है, तो वो बोल सके कि भाई मेरे मॉम ने ऐसे चालाकी की के घर वालों ने भी उसको इसकी मॉम का साथ दिया और उसके इसको साथ नहीं दिया। काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग इशू था इस सिचुएशन में। तो भाई सीधा भाग जाओ फैमिली से दूर, क्योंकि तो अगर उसकी फैमिली भी उसका गलत चीज़ों में साथ दे रही है तो आगे जाके आपकी लाइफ काफ़ी टफ हो जाएगी इस चीज़ में। तो सजेस्ट टू रन। तो यहाँ पे और बहुत सारे पोस्ट है, आई जस्ट रीड वन ऑफ देम अगेन। सो दिस वन इज रिलेटेबल। तो इस पोस्ट का टाइटल है, आई यूज माई हस्बैंड फाइनेंशियली फॉर पास्ट 3 years, आई टोल्ड हिम एवरीथिंग। I found out that my husband cheated on me with his friend after she got divorced. We were married for 2 years and I really couldn't be believe it for him because of how much he tells me he loves me. I just started my major and he offered to finance my studies. I watched him work his ass off to build his company and finance my dream. I stopped having intimacy with him altogether, lying about being too depressed, and I even stopped talking to him altogether. I am astronaut. He put up with me for 3 years. To be honest, I put an UID in case something happened because I never want anything to bind me to him. I think deep inside he knew why I changed so much, but he was lying to himself and didn't want to see. Their affair lasted a couple months until he ended it because that wasn't who he was. I caught it very early because he is bad liar. Fuck. With me refusing him time to time again and rekindled his affair several months time, several more time, always ending it because that wasn't who he was. I found my dream starting job and great entry level and a small studio apartment close by. I told him I was leaving and why. I printed all his texts with oh shit with her. I told him I knew he used my bed and that she used my shower afterwards. I told him he probably knew deep down that this day was coming because he kept asking her if she told me something. I told him I used protection because I knew how much he wanted children and the idea but of breeding with him made my skin crawl. I told him thanks for being my meal ticket and that I haven't loved him in 3 years. It's a lie. I'm still madly in love with him. How pathetic I am. Women's का ऐसा ही होता है guys. It was when he took me out of romantic date to celebrate my new job. I left and went to live with my friend. Switch off my phone. I will use my new work phone and only keep my old one until the divorce is final. Next, I will tell you everyone why we are getting divorced. I don't care of if they said I used him. Dash dash dash. But यार ऐसे ऐसे सिचुएशन में भाई तूने ने यूज भी किया तो वो उसके फायदे के लिए किया है. मैं वुड सजेस्ट कि भाई उसने सही किया है. मतलब कितने लोग ऐसे आजकल ऐसे चीट करते हैं और चीट करने के बाद इसको ये चीज़ पसंद नहीं है कि भाई मेरा पति किसके साथ बैठा हुआ है, मेरा पत्नी किसके साथ बैठी हुई है. पीपल डोंट लाइक इट मोस्टली पीपल डोंट लाइक इट. कुछ सडन एक्शंस लेते, कुछ इनके जैसे ये बिग इसके जैसे स्लो एक्शन लेते. बट इसका टाइमिंग बहुत परफेक्ट था. उसने ये प्रिंट आउट और ये सारी चीज़ें जो दिखाई जिससे इस बंदे की पूरी फाड़ रखी है उसने. तो बेबी इसके साथ ही प्यार करती. ये काफ़ी कंट्रोवर्शियल वर्ड है. वाई? बिकॉज आई डोंट नो हाउ शी इज़ इन लव विथ हिम. शी शुड डेफिनेटली गेट डाइवोर्स विच शी इज़ वर्किंग ऑन एक्चुअली. तो हो जाएगा भाई. अब क्या वेट करके तो होने वाला, वो भी नहीं सुधरने वाला. और आपको अगर सच में लॉयल हस्बैंड चाहिए तो मूव ऑन. नाउ आई विल रीड सम मोर पोस्ट. भाई आज का पूरा स्ट्रीम पोस्ट पे ही है, पूरा स्ट्रीम पिक्स. सो जो भी इस स्ट्रीम को देख रहा है लाइक मारो गाइस, कमेंट करो कि अपना ओपिनियन विथ मी बिकॉज आई लव दैट पीपल कमेंट्स ऑन माय वीडियोज़. So this one is about something she was she can't take it for the means she will take it for the rest of her life. Okay, so this one is different. This is a very old story, but I don't think I will ever forget it. Not until my last breath. About 8 years ago, one of my horrific days of life changed me forever. I was on a family trip into a beautiful place. It was peaceful, scenic, and there was a river nearby with a strong current while the rest of my family was preparing food. My young brother and I wandered closer to the river. We were just playing, laughing, teasing each other, and pushing each other lightly, uh, the way siblings do. One of moment destroy everything. While playing, I made a mistake. I pushed my brother a little too hard. His foot slipped and he fell straight in the river. Fuck. The current was extreme strong. Oh, I screamed loudly as I could. Watch helplessly. He was pulled far away until he disappeared from my sight. By the time my family reached us and I told them what had happened, it was already too late. Rescue teams were called. They searched for him and long time, but my beloved brother never came back. To this day, I feel responsible. I replay this moment over and over in my head, thinking about what I could have done differently. If only I had been more careful. If only we had not gone near the river. Those ifs only have never left me. Whenever I remember that day, my eye fill with tear that feels like a blood. Time has passed, but pain has not faded. Some wounds do not heal. You just learn how to live with them. I am not looking for advice or comfort. I just needed to let him this out. I've been carrying this weight in my chest for years. Today I told and I needed to set it down at least for a moment. क्रिटिकल काम करते हैं ये लोग. बेसिकली अगर बोल रही है कि अगर वो रिवर के पास नहीं जाती तो ये भाई के साथ ये इंसिडेंट नहीं होता. भाई काफ़ी फर्स्ट इंसिडेंट है ये. और रिवर के साइड को कौन खेलता है? पता है कि बच्चे आजकल कैसे भी शरारतें करते हैं. रिवर के साइड अगर कोई खेलेगा टिकेगा कैसा? दिस इज नॉट अ गुड थिंग. हाँ बट अभी उसको थेरेपी के ज़्यादा नीड है, क्योंकि अगर उसने थेरेपी नहीं ली तो शी वुड बी डिप्रेस्ड पर्सन लाइफ, doesn't want to live anymore or anything else. He would be going to perform wrong things. But I would be telling that वो thoughts repeat कर रही है जिससे वो current patterns create हो रहे फिर से. And I would suggest repeat the thoughts. So overthink कर रही है. if only is बोल रही है उसने. Only is not a good word. Nowadays it creates good mental issues in our brain. So we are going one more time in break. I am coming back in 1 minute. Up tak stay in the stream. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can be with me daily. We are back in the business of reading the most worst and most best things, the confession pages. Okay, so